The requirement will be that irrespective of the value of the works, tradespeople must hold a waterproofing license. This applies even to projects where waterproofing is incidental to the main scope of work. Hello and welcome to the second episode of our podcast. I'm Kouchoo, here to guide you through the significant changes reshaping the building and construction industry in New South Wales. Today, in this second episode, we'll be briefly talking about licensing, modernizing licensing requirements, what builders need to know. We'll dive into upcoming changes to licensing, explore the reasons behind these changes, and discuss how they could impact you. So thank you for tuning into this important episode as we unpack these transformative updates. In the first episode, we talked about the why behind these reforms and the concept of end-to-end accountability. This is where licensing plays a pivotal role in this framework. Here, we'll look at a more granular level of your license, the document that directly impacts your livelihood. Understanding the ongoing reshaping of the licensing system is crucial for staying ahead of the industry. Thus far, the government's plans seem to include licensing changes for contractors such as builders and others working within the building industry. The government's plans aim to ensure that only competent professionals are carrying out building work in New South Wales. So what does that mean for you? Under the proposed changes, contractor and supervisor licenses will remain intact, but supervisor rules will likely be more defined, particularly for smaller operators. The current single builder license will be effectively phased out and replaced with a gradual licensing system, which means that there'll be grades of licenses where a professional will advance through these different grades, ultimately ending up achieving a Builder A level license. As I mentioned in the first episode, the threshold value of the licenses for building works will be lowered to $3,000, down from $5,000. This means that any work exceeding $3,000 will require a license. Now, that's important for builders, but are other people impacted too by these changes? Absolutely. Other trade licenses will be impacted too. Licenses are being proposed for trades like bricklaying, painting, excavating, wall and floor tiling, roof slaying, joinery and glazing. What is referred to as specialist licensing will also be brought in. For example, where specific plumbing work for fire safety systems is needed, a special license will also be required. Other categories of license which are planned to be phased in include medical gas fitting, water plumbing mechanical services, refrigeration, and air conditioning specialist licenses. So what about waterproofing? Well, this is a major area of dispute in industry, which means that waterproofing and ducting will also require a new license. The requirement will be that irrespective of the value of the works, tradespeople must hold a waterproofing license. This applies even to projects where waterproofing is incidental to the main scope of work. Fire safety work will follow a similar approach with licensing required across various systems under the Fire Safety Design Practitioner Scheme, including for detection and alarm systems. Fire sprinkler systems and mechanical smoke controls are also included. Be aware that work which is considered high risk and which is not simply specialist work will also be required to have a license irrespective of the cost. Finally, the changes will bring with them definitive continuing professional development or CPD and competency improvement requirements, which should you fail to meet could result in penalties. Before we wrap up, I will just remind you that in our next episode, episode 3, we'll focus on the duty of care under the proposed building bill, ensuring compliance and avoiding liability. We'll also touch on the new and important High Court case, Patler, which seems to have clarified some of the more pressing issues which affect professionals when it comes to the duty of care clients. Again, thank you for joining me for this second episode. As always, if you have any questions whatsoever or need advice about these changes or about your business generally, the team at Kreisson is here to help you. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Till next time, stay informed and stay ahead.